Hey again. This will be my last of the early Saturday morning rants and raves I'm passing on to you guys uh, while I'm waiting to get my audio and visual uh, programs repaired so I could do some other graphics besides you seeing my wonderful face. But let me move on to my next topic, which is degraded cognition as the inseminator of degraded cultures. And I'll give the introductory as Dante's Purgatory was nothing more than that derived from the fabricated templates of our thoughts being the predicate for the end gains of these feared end times, apocalypses, etc., Dante's Purgatory. What those fools and assholes do in our state houses and in the nation's capital is only a reflection of the degraded latitudes the people themselves, the populace, has allowed themselves to reach by their neutering of their faculties and their self-genocide of their genetic potential. The populace will contort themselves to any rational blank will have form, will have their intent and their ends justify the dubious to unscrupulous means of their behavior. In so doing, they set the predicate of logic for other thoughts and behaviors that take them deeper into the sewer of their depravity. The projected mythical accuser of men, Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub, is the stifled conscience that realizes the depravity from the golden rule of empathy, do unto others, yada yada. This generation, for all its preening vanity and smugness about its level of civilization, is no better in its depravity than those preceding generations, in that the preceding generations may not have had the knowledge of the technical mechanics of the effects, but they did realize the effects. So, if not the primary and casual actors of the horrific, this generation stands as the enablers, the passive accomplices, the ineffectual mental and verbal masturbating effetes from their mindless accommodations and submissions to that which is inane, banal, narrow-minded, provincial, and parochial, so that they can't indulge in their luxury, so that they can indulge in their luxury and comfort at the expense of those who suffer in the process of those means justified by their smugly consensual ends. The pathologies, social and anatomical, are just the derivative from a template of intellectual license that has gone before and beyond the genetic need and design, so to satiate the least of arguable options for the more selfish and corrupting of desires. In so doing, this generation has so toxified their own processes that you leave yourselves vulnerable to not being any longer capable of awareness of your own deprivation, of your self-degradations. The so-called innocent and guilty will both be swept up in this retributive purgatory as victims of their own unknowing lack of knowledge of their state, and the sin is not the punishment and retribution, it is the hubris of presumption and entitlement beyond the holistic margins of the biosystems that are the womb for us and all other entities. As an aggregate, you are beyond redemption because of your smug ignorance and hubris. Individually, redemption awaits your acknowledgement with yourself that you are part of and not the supernumerary of the whole. Without such an acknowledgement, the whole in your comprehension of the holistic will be the sucking black hole of your imploding social and physiological destruction. Well, that says it for all these early morning rants um, near the bay, by the water of my crossing from the great dream of record and prophecy from 44 years ago on the corner of Congress Ave and Howard Ave in New Haven, Connecticut in August of 1970. Have a good night, have a good rest, and don't get too mischievous in your depravities.